The hospital's most hated nurse came into my room at 3 a.m. and just stared at me. The next morning, my room was full of doctors. I'm the guy who never goes to the doctor. 34 years old, and I haven't had a checkup since college. I always figured if something was really wrong, I'd know. Hospitals are expensive. So when I woke up in the ICU with tubes in my arm and no memory of how I got there, I figured karma finally caught up. My eyes won't open right. Everything feels wrong and lumpy, like my body belongs to someone else. When I finally force my eyelids apart, the ceiling is white and machines are beeping somewhere above my head. ICU. The letters on the whiteboard spell it out, but my brain takes 30 seconds to process what that means. I try to sit up and pain shoots through my chest so sharp I gasp. A nurse rushes over, tells me I collapsed at work. I had a heart episode. They're running tests right now to find out what caused it. I can't stop my hands from shaking and my mouth from spilling out words. Where's my phone? Where's my family? What's wrong with my heart? The questions pile up faster than anyone can answer, and I'm ultimately told, someone will be with you shortly. Only no one comes by. Then I hear voices outside my curtain, a woman complaining about the night shift. Deborah's on again tonight, she says, and someone groans in response. Great, another 12 hours of her attitude. I don't know who Deborah is. I don't know anything. I just know I'm terrified and alone. Over the next 2 days, I learn the rhythms of this hospital. I learn which nurses bring warm blankets without being asked, which ones chat about nothing just to pass the time. And I learn about Deborah. She works nights, never smiles, never asks how I'm feeling. She walks in, checks my vitals, writes on her clipboard, and walks out. The first time, I try to make conversation. Rough night, huh? She doesn't look up, just keeps checking the machines. My mom finally visits and witnesses Deborah's shift change. That woman has no bedside manner, she tells the charge nurse. My son is scared and she treats him like a number. One night, the pain in my chest gets so bad I can't breathe. I press the call button and Deborah appears. I need something stronger, I say, voice cracking. She looks at my chart, then at me. No, that's it, just no. She leaves. I lie there furious, convinced she's the worst nurse in this hospital. 3 nights later, she comes into my room at 3 a.m. The overhead light snaps on and I flinch. What are you doing? I mumble. She ignores me, but this time feels different. She checks everything twice. Blood pressure, oxygen, temperature. She draws blood, which takes forever because my veins are shot. Then she stands at the foot of my bed, staring at me longer than she ever has. Not at the machines, at me. She writes something down, circles it, and leaves without a word. Something about the way she looked at me keeps me awake for an hour. The next morning, my room fills with people. Doctors, residents, nurses I've never seen. They're talking fast, using words I don't understand, and my heart starts racing, which makes all the machines beep louder. What's happening? I ask. A doctor with gray hair kneels beside my bed. We found a blood clot forming near your heart, he says. If we hadn't caught it when we did, you would have had a massive stroke by noon, maybe worse. My hands are shaking again. Who ordered this panel? Another doctor asks, flipping through my chart. This wasn't scheduled until tomorrow. The gray-haired doctor checks the notes. Deborah, she ordered it at 3 a.m. Said your color looked off and your breathing pattern had changed. Wanted it checked immediately. The doctor looks at me. She's caught more minor diagnoses than anyone in this hospital. Most patients hate her because she won't hold their hand, but she just saved your life. I ask to see her. When she walks in, her expression is the same. Flat, unreadable. I don't need thank yous, she says before I can speak. She hands me a piece of paper with a phone number. You have an irregular heartbeat. Call this cardiologist first thing on Monday morning. Not Tuesday. Monday. I called Monday. They found the irregular heartbeat Deborah mentioned, a condition called atrial fibrillation that had been silently getting worse for years. Now I'm on blood thinners that will prevent clots from forming again. I went back to visit Deborah a year later. She was still there, still gruff, still the nurse everyone complained about. I brought her cookies. She looked at the box, then at me. I don't eat sugar. Leave them for the floor.